Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina, and we want to talk to you today a little bit about how to maximize your stringer on a 39-hour trip, how to catch the most fish and have the best experience on our 39-hour long-range adventures. We've got Captain James here today. Captain James runs our 39-hour trips and been fishing for a long time, grew up fishing on these 39-hour trips. How would you recommend maximizing your stringer?
You know, it's a funny one that we talk about. We have a lot of videos on a lot of different things, but I think this is one that we haven't quite done yet. But if you're wanting to capitalize on the most fish you could possibly get, and I'm talking quality and quantity, you know, whenever it comes to nighttime, on the way out, you need to cut that bait, cut the head, cut the tail off, cut the belly out on those thread fins. I'm a believer now. And then mangrove snapper fish really, really hard at night. Like I'm talking, don't chicken rig, don't do the jig. If you like to do the jigging, that's great. But if you're really wanting to get the most fish you possibly can, mangrove snapper really hard at the beginning of the trip. And then maybe about an hour and a half after the sun comes up, depending on what time of year it is. Like if it's red snapper season, we're typically targeting those red snapper. So switch over, maybe just a little bit heavier tackle and get those red snapper. If it's not red snapper season or gag season, or if the grouper just for some reason aren't in season, chicken rigging. Start chicken rigging during the day, and I mean, you can really...
Did you really just bring up chicken rigging?
Yes.
Because, I mean, yes, you get quantity with chicken rigs, but you're not going to get the quality.
No, we focus on quality at night. Sun goes down, quality, quality, quality. Mangrove snapper. Sun comes up, it's still quality fish. I mean, depending on...
Vermilions, porgies, almacos, they are good quality fish.
I go for ocean liners like this.
Ocean liners, big vermilions. So you're saying using a chicken rig or a porgy rig is going to get you the most amount of fish? Yes, but if you want to catch those big mangroves, like I would say that I would agree with you if under these circumstances you start fishing at night for mangroves and you have a really good hot bite and you're limited out on mangroves, then okay.
Yeah.
I might drop down to a chicken rig and start fishing for those vermilions, the porgies. The yellowtails like a chicken rig.
Yellowtails are great. They're part of your mangrove snapper limit. But see, I'm talking quality and quantity. So talking fishing hard at night, getting those mangrove snapper. The yellowtails are there, I start chicken rigging. Drop down to chicken rig, shrimp. Shrimp is a huge one. Squid is great. Cut up threadfin's great. Shrimp, I can't tell you how underestimated it is that you get those shrimp before you head out. Oh gosh.
Chicken rigs and shrimp. I'm just taken aback. It's a different approach.
I'm trying to help you guys where you go to get off the boat and they're like, whoa, he's got more than he's supposed to. And it's because you got 20 mangrove snapper, you've got 20 vermilions, you got scant as much as you can.
The thing is, so fishing shrimp on a chicken rig, it's hard to feel the bite down there in 120, 140 foot, 160 foot of water. You're going to lose that shrimp really fast.
The shrimp?
And especially on a chicken rig, it's even harder to feel the bite.
It's either you got him or he's got you. It's like a mangrove snapper fishing. It's one bite. One bite, but I promise you,
can we agree on this? Shrimp is a great bait on a 39-hour trip if the bite is slow. If the bite's hot and you're dropping to the bottom and get bites right away, why drop a shrimp?
Oh, I drop shrimp regardless.
You drop shrimp, but you're not going to be able to feel the bite.
My son came out one trip. I used shrimp the whole summer. And I hand him the rod, caught a hogfish, big female like this.
All right.
Couldn't believe it. So now I still stay with it. I'm a shrimper believer. Yeah. No,
I am not. I would bring shrimp on a 39-hour trip, maybe. And the only time I would use it is maybe in the summertime. You get those like midday doldrums where the bite gets really slow. That's when I would say, all right, lighter tackle, smaller hook, drop a shrimp down. You might get the fish fired up that weren't biting before. But generally, on average, you're not going to use a shrimp at night. Please tell me you're not using shrimp at night.
If the yellowtails start going, I use shrimp at night. I don't use a squid.
I honestly don't know what we're doing with this video anymore.
What do you mean? No, we're talking about how to get the most fish.
But to do the most fish, you want the most effective bait. To me, to catch the most fish, you want your bait on the bottom the longest, longer than anybody else. And in order to do that effectively, you need a bait that's going to stay on your hook a chunk of threadfin. You cut the head off, cut the tail off, trim the belly. That chunk of threadfin with the double snell in there, you got 2 hooks, 1 piece of bait. If they bite it and you miss the fish, which happens to the best of us, you get a second shot. With the shrimp, you got no second shot, dog.
My way, you got a chicken rig, 3 hooks, 3 baits, 3 shots.
Literally, what we tell people before the trip is if you're using a chicken rig, no more than 2 hooks.
We do try to discuss.
Honestly, we've got to discuss these things.
But if it's a completely full boat, then
2 hooks.
2 hooks. Okay, I'll give them 2 hooks. But if you slide a 3rd hook on and I don't see you, that's what happens.
Sweet baby Jesus.
And
what size lead are you using in this silly chicken rigs?
oh, dude, you use an 8 all day long.
So
you want
heavier
that lead to sound like you just threw a brick through the neighbor's window, boom, hits the bottom, fish are turning. Where's it at? Where's it at? That's what you want.
So,
that is what you want.
So to defy all conventional fishing methodologies,
we're talking
you're trying
straight.
to scare the fish.
No, we're talking straight quantity. You know, you're disrupting the neighborhood. That's what this is right here.
You're disrupting.
We do a lot of
You're
videos.
disrupting all our methodologies.
But like, I'm trying to get you the most. We're
gonna do another video with some of our other captains.
Okay, this is the Captain James video. Like I said, we're gonna fish hard at night mangrove snapper. I love mangrove snapper fishing. It's one of my favorites. We work hard on getting those mangrove snapper. It's definitely something that we're well known for here at Hubbard's Marina, getting those mangrove snapper. But after about an hour, the sun comes up, you know, unless it's red snapper season, chicken rig. I encourage a lot of guys.
But if it's red snapper season or gag season, stay away from
it. Stay away from chicken rig, because all you're going to do is you're going to break the fish off, and then, you know, you're going to wish that you had the chance to get those. But if it's not, you know, I would go right over the chicken rigging. Right over chicken rigging.
And you stay chicken rigging the rest of the trip.
I chicken rig the rest of the trip. I'm talking the whole trip until the last couple hours of the trip, because, you know.
Sundown.
Yeah, I try to get us another sundown bite. So if you don't have the rest of those mangrove snapper, you're trying to get the rest of your quality fish, switch back over to that. Now, there's some times of the year, like, you know, we're actually coming up on one of my favorite times of the year. Towards the end of March, April, May, those mangrove snapper are spawning in the grounds. So whenever we start to push up in the grounds, you'll actually get those mangrove snapper to bite all day, all night. Doesn't matter. They're chewing, and we're ready to load the boat down. And a lot of those trips, a decent majority of them, we're actually having to count everybody's fish because everybody's limited out on mangrove snapper.
Those times of year are great. I mean, you have November through like February where we're dealing with the cold fronts, and in between the cold fronts, the fishing's great, the weather's really good. But you have to time your trips around the fronts, which can be a little challenging. You're planning your trips out in advance, and if you catch one of those fronts, it can be rough. It can be a little challenging. But that time of year, like November through February, lighter loads, not a lot of people on the trips. But in my opinion, like the best time of year, if you take out of the equation worrying about what's open and stuff like that, that March, April, May, and then that like October-ish time frame, it's not really cold still. It's not hot yet. And in October, it's not hot anymore, but it's not really cold yet. The cold fronts haven't started. Those are really good kind of shoulder seasons. There's less people on the trips too. And the fishing's really good.
Yeah, fishing, honestly, every about 5 years, that fishing completely changes. Our whole fishery, you know, the fish start moving. It's weird. And, you know, we try to get the patterns down, but it's just, you know, it's just part of life. It's just how it works. You know, our red grouper fishery used to be crazy good inshore. And then after like 5 years, it changed. And these gags have moved in, and, you know, the mangroves have seemed to really move in. And like, I think now we're in the cycle where offshore, you know, the muttons have moved in. So, you know, I'm actually really excited for, you know, next November, December, probably October, November, December, because we were getting muttons every single trip, and it was great. And, you know,
December of 2024, we had that one trip where there was like 30 plus muttons.
Yeah, it was really good. And say we pushed out really deep, and we already had a really great trip. And I told everybody, I said, you know, we're going to hero it or zero it. And we pushed out about 240 foot, which is really the max that we'll push out to on a 39 hour. Depending on what direction we go, we can hit it a little bit quicker than other directions. And big mangrove snapper were coming up. And then whenever you looked around the deck too, it looked like red snapper that were out of season, and they're actually just muttons covering the deck. And so it's something I would really look forward to this winter.
And on top of all that, we're gonna have more videos coming on our YouTube channel, so definitely check us out on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for us. Also, we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow us on all our social medias. Come out and join us, and don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy, and check back to our channel, because Cap James here is gonna definitely show us how to tie that chicken rig. It's hard for me to even talk about, but we're gonna have a video on how to tie that Captain James chicken rig and that double Snell rig. We already have a couple options, but we'll do some more with Captain James, so stay tuned for more videos, and hopefully we'll see you out here on the water soon.